All right, all right. It's the bubble blower, man. The bubble blowing Donald Trump, man. Let's get into y'all old Zest Fest president. That's what he building at that damn White House. He building a freak off galley. That's what the hell that fool building. He ain't building no ballroom. That fool building a big ass tub so he can blow bubbles on Bubba. This old fruitcake ass president. Now I see why he going after all the damn trannies and all that shit about using the bathroom. Because what happened to old fruitcake ass Donnie, who else goes by the name of Donna? So Donna Trump was in here at one of these old little goddamn skull and bone little freak fest secret parties, a little bit high and totally drunk. And he out here being old freaky deaky Trump that he is, and he in there talking to a transgender, talking about I eat that thing, I'll go down on you. And so him and the tranny went into a damn bathroom, and he thinking he eating some taco. The damn tranny pulled a Twinkie out, and what do you know? Trump face filled with goddamn cream. Oh, Twinkie loving Trump. Look at this motherfucker. Y'all goddamn president is a homo. Anyway, who was that movie talking about? He a homo. Wait, damn, well, I'm watching that shit. And the fool over there doing that shit. I was thinking that shit. That fool in there flexing, talking about, oh, that was motherfucking, that's who the hell that was. That was, let me see. CJ says, B-Dub and Deuce. And yeah, and we doing a music show on the Twitch channel after this live stream. We doing samples, we doing original music, and the songs that sampled it. Mostly rap. You can do R&B. I got a few R&B songs I want to do that are actual remix. But the fool was doing that. He whole mode. That was goddamn for my boxing fans. Who remember who did that shit? He's a whole mo. That fool in there flexing. That was goddamn crazy ass Jerry Curl having Mitch Green. Man, this old goddamn Twinkie eating damn Donald Trump. This explains why his damn policy is the goddamn keep the trannies and all that other shit. See, he traumatized. He acting like the world filled with trannies because he ended up with a tranny junk in his goddamn mouth. And so what happened was, it ain't Bill, is what Epstein brother said. Epstein brother won't reveal who the actual Bubba is, because this was meant for him, for not to get out to the public. Is what's the dude, Jeffrey Epstein brother name? Mark Epstein or some shit like that. It wasn't meant for this to get out into the public. It was him and Jeffrey back there clowning, because the Bubba person is a private person. So they don't want it to get out. I'm pretty sure the Bubba guy got a family, got a wife, got kids, and they don't want to know that their daddy end up getting a blowjob from old blowfly motherfucking Trump. This motherfucker is y'all president. Man, I knew it was something about this fool, and the reason why Melania looks like a fucking man. Maybe Melania is Bubba. I mean, I always be saying Melania look old transgenderish. It might be her. It might be her, because the one thing I noticed when I look at the damn nude photos of Melania, I never see the twat. If you gonna get naked, you gotta see the twat. Unless she motherfucking hiding the Twinkies that motherfucking Donald Trump loves and shit. That's why he dresses like a Twinkie at night. This is how y'all president lay down to go to bed. This is y'all president. I want you Trump lovers to have this shit melted into y'all mind. It didn't matter if it says MG. Oh, damn, I can't read for shit. MTG is Bubba. Man, I never thought that I will say that Marjorie Taylor Greene has won me over, because she's finally listening to what I was always right about. She's finally listening to the shit that Jasmine Crockett has always smashed her about. And the girl has woken up. But this is how y'all president sleeps at night. You know, he puts a bonnet on his head. He puts curlers in and all that other shit. L-Dog says, no, Brandon Washington is Bubba. Agent Math in the building, salute. Says salute to y'all in the chat. Salute to myself. Mark Summers says, Bubba is Bill Clinton, you goofy. Well, they said it wasn't. Bill Clinton is not Bill. Who Bill is, who Bubba is, might be your damn daddy. So maybe that's who the Epstein brother trying to hide the identity of. It's your goddamn daddy, Mark Summers. Yeah, y'all family be doing this old freaky ass shit. Your daddy laying in bed with Trump like that. I bet you go in your dad room, he got on that same goddamn pajama robe. CJ in the building, salute, salute. We getting ready in an hour to do our the music show on the Twitch channel. I'll put the link in here, and I'll just roll over in this one, roll right over into the into that live stream. You know what? I might end up setting that one up for the other backup channel I got, because I only got one. Do I got a strike on that channel? I think I got one strike. Do I want to take another? Can I take another one on that mug? Let me see. Let me check to see when that one drop off. But man, in other news with this little hoe ass fool Trump, and then Mark Summers says Bill Clinton says been known as Bubba. Well, it ain't Bill, because but if it is Bill, that means because Bill do love a blowjob. But from what we know, Bill loves blowjob from women. Donald Trump loves giving them. Y'all whole ass president loves giving the damn fellatio to dudes and shit. That's why he found Melania shit. Melania got kicked out of her country. Once them motherfuckers says named as, oh man, they done named that fool Dave, that music singer Dave, as a suspect in that damn teenage girls murder and shit. But what we know is that Bill Clinton loves to get a blowjob from a woman. Trump loves giving to the dudes. That's why he brought Putin over here. He was trying to get those photos back from Putin. He was trying to get them back from Putin. And he promised Putin, I'll give you another bubble job if you hand over the motherfucking pictures. I got to put on this image. I gotta put on the image there, Putin. Please don't reveal this shit. Man, what do y'all need? Y'all need a nuclear bomb? That nigga Trump doing all type of shit for Putin not to release that shit on this goddamn ass. What do you need there, Putin? President is a hoe. Y'all got a straight up hoe at the damn White House, man. That fool over there fucking doming dudes up, man. Get this motherfucker up out of here, man. That motherfucking Epstein vote that came through. All the damn Republicans that voted to release that shit, except one in the House. It is over with. You know damn well they about to try to tamper them damn files. And guess what? Somebody else got an additional copy of that shit, and they gonna match it up to what they released. And they're going to find out that Trump not only was over there bringing them underage little girls over. Wait, what the hell is that? Ain't no such thing as underage. Them girls, them pedophilia shit he was doing to little children, as well as the little boys, and as well as where Hegseg and all these other little knee-walking dudes come from. That damn island in Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago got Cabana Boys and all that other shit. Trump is no different than the damn priest. He ain't no different than motherfucker. Asian Mass says, have y'all heard what Jennifer Epstein comment? Have y'all heard what Jennifer Epstein comments yet? Damn, y'all writing this bad. I don't even know how to use them. Has comment yet? Says Mark Epstein's has mega Trump. Says what is that? Trumpstified. I don't know what the head says. Trumpetized. ×2. Trumpetized ×2. I guess that's what he was writing. Anthony Jones says, what you think about Nicki meeting Trump? Nicki Minaj a bitch. That's why nobody listen to her music. I think everybody chooses Cardi over the little weird bitch. But what the fuck? That's the thing with Nicki Minaj. Ain't her dude a pedophile and shit? So what the fuck she talking about? Didn't her brother kill somebody and shit? Nobody want to hear what this bitch got to say. Bitch ain't been to Nigeria a day her motherfucking monkey ass life. Let alone them damn UN leaders listen to old rat bitch that talk about popping her ass and opening her coochie. Motherfucking stupid ass broad. Fuck what my Nicki Minaj got to say. Fuck is a goddamn fool. Unless she in the UN selling pussy because her albums don't sell. That's the only thing they'll listen to that dumb whore for. Other than that, motherfucker, the young little hoochie mamas is listening to Cardi. They don't give a fuck about no Nicki Minaj. This fucking bitch become fucking some old diplomat and shit. Fuck Nicki Minaj, retarded ass bitch. Probably done had mics dropped all on her head. She definitely got a concussion. And then Agent Mass says they're scrubbing the Epstein files. Man, they probably are trying to do that shit. And somebody else gonna have the complete copy. The complete copy. And who knows? Comey may have that motherfucker. And even that little fraudulent ass case, Trump then ordered one of these stupid ass attorneys to go out there and do his dirty work, and this chick go to court with no experience, and Comey and his team ate this bitch alive. And they damn near about to throw that indictment into the goddamn Atlantic. Boy, these Trump motherfuckers is stupid. And it is coming to an end. Did you see Trump in there? This is the other thing I gotta say about this whole ass president. So this whole ass president has all this shit to say about people making their, honorable comments in the bashing of Charlie Kirk. And Trump and them try to act like it was the worst thing you ever said. How dare? And even other people who listen to Trump and want to cry over the Charlie Kirk shit and people's comments of paying the tribute that they should have paid to his whole ass. And then when this question is asked, is Trump sits on his knees and almost had a damn almost had what do you call that shit? Almost had a reenactment of what he did to Bubba with the damn Saudi president. Whatever that dude title is from Saudi Arabia who was there, who Trump was damn near about to jump on his knees for if those cameras wasn't there. I wouldn't be surprised if that Saudi dude was Bubba. But then again, I think it's against they damn religion and shit and law. But all these fools write these laws and have all this shit in their religion. They be the ones doing all the freaky shit they tell everybody else not to do. Mainly Trump. But Trump was about to give this dude the Bubba treatment at the White House today. So a lady reporter. See, Trump hates these women. That's why he come at women so sideways. You ever notice? He never comes at dudes in these twisted ways. Women have cooties of this nigga. I wouldn't be surprised for Trump to have his kids if he end up jerking off in the side of a test tube and shit and had it put in these broads, to fake. His damn children pray. That's why his kids look so weird and shit. Him having relations with a woman is almost like watching Michael Jackson kiss Elvis' daughter to try to hide the fact that he wasn't really fucking bitches and shit. And that's what was going on in Trump. The more and more time passes, the more and more I believe Trump is just a flaming homosexual who has to hide that shit. And the way that he acts when there's certain dudes in the room, it just lets you know what the fuck he is. I mean, he was going down on that motherfucker from Saudi Arabia today. The nigga about to get the Saudi nigga free airplanes, he about to give the Saudis all our military shit. They about to get nukes, F-35 jets, and all this other shit. Motherfucker Trump is a straight up hoe, homie. And so the lady asked this fool, how does he feel? Like, how do you think the families of 9/11 feel about you up here, damn near about to do the bubble on this motherfucker here, and then you got this reporter got killed. And Trump then it went off on the lady. It's like, man, I heard that reporter was a nasty person. So, oh well, it is what it is. It happened. Get over it. Like, damn, but you was crying when motherfuckers said the same shit about that little bitch ass motherfucker Charlie Kirk. And then now you trying to fuck Charlie. Well, you ain't gonna fuck Charlie Kirk's wife because she got a punani on her. At least that's what I think. JD Vance gonna fuck her. That's what's gonna happen. So I mean, this motherfucker is a weird ass knee walking motherfucker named Donald Trump. He's a homo. I mean, damn, that's who y'all voted for. He done tricked y'all into being anti-tranny and shit, and he fucks with them. You stupid motherfuckers. God damn it. Y'all some retarded motherfuckers. Y'all own president is what he tried to turn y'all against. That's just like Hitler hating the Jews and he won, right? Fucking fool. God damn. This fool try to end all that shit so his boyfriend don't force him into marriage and shit. That's what Trump doing. That's why he ended all that anti shit. So his boyfriend don't force him to walk down the aisle with him and shit. And then and he says no one picks Cardi over Nicki, man. Yeah, you listen to their music. You just reveal who you are, Mark Summers. Mark Summers be listening to Nicki Minaj music. He listen to both Nicki and Cardi. You old fucking barb ass nigga. Get your stupid ass out of here. And then Asian Math says told y'all a long time ago, says it wasn't just girls, always right. Yeah, Trump messing with trannies and shit. That fool in there messing with trannies, pulling Twinkies out on that motherfucker. And then Anthony Jones says Nikki trying to get citizenship. Says still here illegally from Trinidad. So what the fuck is? That's why I was wondering. Like, damn, I didn't know Nikki was no damn Nigerian. That bitch from Trinidad. And so you said she ain't even a what the fuck is? I hope a Nigerian in Africa beat Nicki Minaj fucking ass. That motherfucker ain't even from a Nigerian shit. Man, this old retarded ass bitch. Man, what the fuck wrong with her? Man, god damn. Yeah, Nigeria need to whoop Nicki Minaj ass. Like Trump gonna justify that shit. Send no wrong ass black broad to go speak on the wrong damn African nation. And her dumb ass, she done turned into what's that other little pretty ass dumb black broad that was on the Trump shit? Then what's that bitch name? Stacey Dash. Nicki Minaj done went full Stacey Dash on us, man. Oh, dumb. Motherfuckers' careers fall off and they just turn stupid as fuck. Man, I hope the Nigerians send somebody over here to beat Nicki Minaj motherfucking ass up. And then Carlos Benson there rolling. Mark Sumner says your hate for Trump says got us talking about all this homo stuff. Laugh out loud. No, don't Trump hate the homos? And Trump out here doing homo shit. I'm just talking about what Trump doing, not the homo shit. It is what Trump does. So that's what it is. Trump a homo. Y'all voted for him. Y'all love him. And y'all one and the same. Y'all walk on y'all knees for the motherfucker. Knee walking motherfuckers. And then Carlos says, yep, Brandon Washington looking on. Can't say nothing because it's all true about what I say about Trump. Carlos saying, damn. And then Mark Summers says, yeah, I listen to Nikki. This nigga a hoe. This nigga own a pair of red bottoms and shit. It's fuck. He sit all the time. That nigga sit at his house doing that little one leg shit that the girls doing where they balance themselves on one leg. That nigga Mark Summers be at home doing that shit. He was a bitch. Mark Summers a straight up bitch. That nigga doing the Nicki Minaj pose with on one foot trying to balance himself. This nigga is straight hoe. Fucking listen to Nicki. He done brought her albums and shit. Oh man, he listened to Nicki Minaj with his homeboys and shit. And then fucking, he said she want no music. Man, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. And then Deuce Tom in the building says, really, yeah, we doing the music show. Y'all came in late. We doing the music show. Originals and samples. We doing that on the Twitch channel. We doing on the Twitch. I'm gonna stay on here for about an hour, give CJ a little bit of time to be ready to jump on. So we'll go about 9:45. I'll try to hold it down. But I can't get all this fool. Mark Summers revealing. Every show this fool get on here, he reveal who he is. He no different than Donald Trump. They both from the same goddamn area. They from the same damn area. He probably didn't hung with Trump. Motherfucking went to Epstein Island. He probably one of little Epstein boys and shit. Let it be told and shit. He an Epstein shit child. Like Flintstone kid, that nigga is a Epstein and Trump kid. Motherfuckers is weird. Oh, this fool LeBron back playing. Let me check out what LeBron doing real quick. Me burn some time real quick. Finish cooking Trump. And then, I'm waiting for these Epstein files to drop like a new album. You know what I'm saying? Rap and all that other shit sucks. Nicki Minaj ain't got no music for fucking for Mark Summers and shit. So now she all political and shit. Fucking dumb, bro. Representing the wrong damn country. So since that ain't coming out and, ain't no more Kendrick and Drake diss tracks coming out, no new albums. So now we waiting for the Epstein files to drop. So that's the hottest shit dropping right now. That's the hottest album drop right now. That shit got 5 mics and we all waiting for that shit to drop. The new Epstein files, man, that shit about to go triple platinum, goddamn it. Let me see. LeBron only got 7 damn points. Because LeBron can't even get no points because Luka's shooting the goddamn ball too damn much. God damn it. Get Luka off this damn team and shit. Let me check the stats. So LeBron got 2 points. He shot 4 shots, made 2 of them, 2 boards. Luka, with all these shots this motherfucking taking, only got 1 rebound. Damn. This motherfucker Luka. 11 shots. Can't nobody get the damn ball to shoot because Luka's shooting this shit. And so now the Lakers trailing to the Utah Jazz. So I see that. I see Duke. So I see your Cowboys won, but of course they're playing the trash ass Raiders who need to fire sorry ass, worthless ass damn, what's his fool name? Pete Carroll. And brought Pete Carroll trash ass over here. Now the discussion's already talking about firing the fool. Let me see. I'll see my team who I got predicted to win the NBA Finals. They still won another game. The San Antonio Spurs. They're not going to have Victor for a while. So Victor Wembanyama, how you say Yami, Victor Yami, how you say the fool name? I see that fool going to be out for a couple of weeks. So, and they still balling. So 4 losses, 10 wins. So good job from San Antonio. And the one thing I see standing out in that dude game, in that last game we watched when they played, who did they play? I watched them lose. Damn, what game was that? Damn, I forget what game that was they lost to. Hold on, let me see who they lost to so far. But it was Castle not passing the goddamn ball is what it was. Castle wasn't passing the damn ball. And wait, who they got lost to that I was watching? The Lakers. They lost to the Lakers. That was that game. And that was because Castle wasn't passing the damn ball. That's what that was. But the one thing I recognize that has changed with Castle's game is his assist is going up. So he passing that ball a little bit more. So that's a good thing seeing from Castle and shit. And what is he injured too? He didn't play tonight. Damn, what's the hell wrong with this fool? But yeah, he's definitely passing that ball. He was passing that ball ever since that game. Pretty sure they talked to him. Now they got Fox back. That fool in there, and they're able to carry that team. So they balling with Castle. I mean, with Fox. But let me see who's injured on this damn team. Let me see why Castle out. Let me see. That fool sustained a left hip flexor strain, says, and will be reevaluated in one to 2 weeks. So he's going to be down for a minute, just like Victor, who is going to miss multiple weeks. They said with a calf injury. So, and it's good. It's early in the season. Ain't nothing wrong with resting these dudes. Ain't nothing wrong with resting these cats. So get his rest in and leave it at that. And then what's wrong with this fool? Zion Williamson? What happened to this fool? The hell happened to him? Let me see. Where's Zion? ESPN reporting this trash. I'm trying to pull up injuries and seeing why is this fool out? Why he's not playing? Let me see. Why is this fool not playing? Let me see. So, wait, no, not there. Damn, and is Ja Morant even getting any playing time anymore? Is Ja Morant getting any burn on the court? Wait, let me see. Let's say Ja was out. It's time for Memphis to let Ja go. It says we'll miss at least 2 weeks. He got a calf strain as well, which can be just Ja Morant faking an injury. Ja Morant don't want to be there. I don't know why that team is keeping him there. Why they won't find other people to take him. And I think they should just let the fool go. But I want to see how many points LeBron gets tonight with this damn ball hog. Luka sitting there on the court with him and shit. And but like I said, man, and he said Castle off for 2 weeks. I'm like, damn, just when he was starting to get his game better, passing the ball and shit. And then we doing music tonight. We doing original. So get y'all music together. Those who want to do the music shit on the Twitch, have your originals with the samples. So we doing with samples. Mark Summers says, yes, I'm honest. Says Nicky's a great rapper. Is full of high heel wearing motherfucker. And Sean, the Rolling Velocica says, happy Monkey Tuesday. He be watching that fool Drew channel and shit. Them fools are there still on that Tank Davis, Devin Haney. That's all these black channels do with boxing. Is create some rift between other black fighters. They fan bases, man. Meaning they maybe they ran for years talking about all this racism and hatred towards black fighters, and now that it ain't really no because the fighters don't fight anybody, and there's really no racial matchups like that. There's a matter of fact, there is a matchup between the different races, but they spend too much time going at the other black fighters. I'm like and it just shows that people don't use this when they go about the type of things they talk. They talk about whatever's gonna create controversy, and then you can debunk all the shit that they talk about. Mark Summers says you think if you listen to a female's music, that means you gotta have a BBL. Says you're dumb. Nobody ever said that shit, dummy. And then Jashawn says, stay on topic, bro. Says nobody cares about that. Laugh out loud. And then Mark says Luca is in. Says Luca's in Reggie's head rent free. Nah, I'm just talking sports, clown. Just because Luca looks complected like you don't mean I'm up there thinking about the motherfucker all day, and you trying to deflect from me trashing the motherfucker. The motherfucker shoot too much. And then Deuce Time says Crusader Reggie. I don't know what that means. Vlasica says just listen to a Just Blaze mix. Says early on FluTube says his catalog is ridiculous. Says nigga gonna eat for life. And then Jashawn says Castle off for 2 weeks. And then HMS says Golden State. No, Golden State been balling, man. Leave that fool Kyrie open and shit. I mean Steph. I'm talking about Steph Curry. Kyrie. Wait, no, I'm thinking mixing Kyrie up with Steph. And then Velocica says if I had the number one pick, and my opinions were and my options were LBJ, Curry, KD, and Jokic. Says I'm picking the Joker. Says every time, cause yeah, at this phase in their careers, I'll pick Joker over LeBron as well. But in prime in their prime, it's gonna be LeBron. It's gonna be LeBron over all of them. And then Velocica says Memphis should have hired the Grindfathers. Says Zebo as head coach and send Morant to the Blippers for Harden. Man, Harden is a horrible trade for any team looking to build a team. I would trade John Morant for a draft pick if I was to send him to the Clippers. Give me a first and maybe a third round draft pick, and y'all can have him. And he can go out there and really join the set. He'd be come from Inglewood family and shit. Hell, you said that's the best player, motherfucker. John Morant be so fucking happy he go to the Clippers. That nigga score 100 points his first game. That man, the Memphis ownership too stupid to even realize that, man. That's a dream place for that motherfucker John Morant. John Morant motherfucking blood walk all the way down the damn Stadium Street. And then Jashawn says when I listen to the playback, says the copyrights be in, says on Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch they end up muting some of the songs that got the copyrights on. But while we doing the music, they play through. But it don't copyright every song. It'll cut the audio out in certain points. So I'd rather deal with that than dealing with YouTube, to where they end up blocking everything or giving a strike. They haven't given me a strike on Twitch for none of that. And then Mark Summers says box score watching Ridge. Says Twitch will remove all the audio, says most likely. Yeah, they've been moving the audio, but that's going to happen anywhere because it's copyrighted music. Even when I put music up on Instagram, even Instagram will silence the music. It's just because of the copyright laws. I wish they'll get rid of that shit. Like, damn, let people enjoy fucking music. Record labels, like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, and I think the artists should sponsor that type of shit. They should definitely sponsor the sharing and enjoyment of music. It's just simple as that. Like, I don't know why they block that shit. Boom boom. Yeah, I don't know why they block that shit. They need to leave that shit to where people who love music, enjoys that music, and where other people were there are tuning in to listen to music. Because the other thing, people don't get a chance to hear all the music that people play. Because music, especially with rap, the music is regional. It's regional as hell. So it's like we enjoying putting each other up on music. Be like how MySpace used to be. Because Matt, when MySpace was up, did you? No, I don't think you had to deal with the copyright shit on MySpace. That was before the labels start getting like real bitchy about that shit. Like I say, your page would be my page used to be built on me even like not just me end up using that shit, getting at all these broads and shit, but was the music. Just getting put up on a lot of music up off of that shit. And I was on music tough off that MySpace, and then feeling like I'm in competition. Oh, that motherfucker got a dope ass playlist on that shit. Let me update my shit and then add some old funky ass music. And then you had a lot of up and coming artists that was blowing up on MySpace and shit. That's how I remember the first person I heard that blew up was blowing up was because when I worked at FedEx, it was a fool that was, and it was funny. That fool started hating on it was Sean Kingston. That fool was working with he was working with Sean Kingston and shit. And then when Sean Kingston got on, that fool was jealous and shit because I guess he thought Sean Kingston was supposed to do whatever for him and whatnot. And then he started falling out with that fool. But then you had like Soldier Boy and them. I think Soldier Boy blew up off of MySpace as well. Wasn't MySpace Soldier Boy blew up off of, or was that when YouTube started to kind of come up? I'm thinking he blew up off of MySpace as well. And Jashawn says it don't copyright it when you play it. Says off YouTube. Shit, yes it does. Yeah, I get copyrights on all of them. That's why I don't do the music on my live shows. That's why I switched to Twitch because I ended up getting a strike on the last time I ever did a music show on that other YouTube channel and shit. And he said that's why I say play it off of YouTube. Nah, it's gonna play this the music. It's the labels that hit the music because not all the music is blocked. And then he says this on no boxing. Y'all got the same color icon. Says what's happening, Slim? Says peace, brothers and sisters in the chat. Vasica says MTG says on they ass. Yes, salute, man. I never thought I would like that chick. Never thought I would like Margie Taylor Greene, but she is definitely putting the damn Republican Party and all these weird ass dudes in that party on notice who need to be people that represent the American people. It's not about representing parties, representing business. And this is the illest shit when you look at this thing with American business and how we have this separation in class, is that the wealth class depends on everybody else in every other class, or you middle, lower class and don't got shit. They depend on you to go out there and buy shit in order to make their companies profitable, make their companies attractive to investors. Is that regardless of how this system is set up, everybody's codependent on one another. And I think if people got smarter, you'll stop fucking running to buy the shit that these motherfuckers put out here. And that's the cold shit and the scandalous shit about the way in which the system works. And the way in which wealthy people have manipulated the system and to try to take everything, and how you have this huge shift in the economics in this damn country. Jashawn says, no, says on Twitch, says when you play the music, says off YouTube, says the audio is there, says when you play it off a streaming service. No. The thing is, the songs that you play off of YouTube are those mixtape albums, or because you play a lot of songs from people that are mainstream artists. When you play mainstream artists, it don't matter if you play it off of YouTube or if you play it off of Apple Music, you play it off of Tidal. When it's a mainstream artist with a major song, the labels are gonna flag that shit. So it ain't about playing the same song versus you playing it on Twitch or playing it on what you call it. The songs I can't find on YouTube, I find them on. The songs I can't find on Twitch, I find them on YouTube because you can play you find more of the independent artist stuff who ain't up on the streaming services on YouTube because everybody's using it. Like Cleta says, MTG says got you all fooled. Says she's only speaking up now because she has higher political aspirations for 2028. Nah, she ain't got me fooled because you ain't hear me say I'm gonna vote for her monkey ass neither. I just said I like that she's finally taking a stand on some shit recognizing her ills and wrongs. But I don't forgive that bitch for none of that shit because she's part of that. That's the other thing with people who create chaos, create a bunch of fuck shit, is how they go about reinventing themselves. They do this re-imaging type bullshit. Let's revise everything. We struck out here, let's revise ourselves. Let's do all this revisionist shit, same way we do throughout history. She ain't got me fooled because I would never vote for her. I'm just saying, yeah, good for turning on these punk ass motherfuckers. Let her keep that shit up. I want her to definitely keep that shit up. And then Jashawn says for sure, says I get what you're saying. And then Auto Boxing says if Trump vetoed the bill, hey, that's the cold part. That's the cold part about that whole vote shit, is that now it heads to Trump's desk. And now it looks bad if Trump don't sign that motherfucking shit. That's gonna be a huge mistake from that motherfucker. That'll be a huge mistake by Trump to not sign the release of that shit. And then it'll be a thing that I wish those fools, what's them fools used to be leaking shit, anonymous and shit. Or you find one of them damn fools, what's the fool who leaked all that damn wiki file shit? Whatever they call that shit, the Assange dude. Somebody in there hacking to that shit. Find and release all that shit. Just to see if they hiding, or somebody who maybe just holding on to that shit to see if they're gonna really fully release that shit. And it'd be like, bam, they done redacted all this shit, took this name out. But you're gonna be able to tell when some shit is removed from that shit. And then I'm gonna end up ending this one just to take a break, and then we'll come back live. I'll just put in the matter of fact, I might do a quick live to let people know I'm back live. And then Auto Boxer says the Trump veto the bill, says to release the Epstein files, says that means he's definitely on the files. Says I hope those files expose all of them, says all of them in the government. I hope so too. I hope it does too. It's gonna be some sick-minded shit in there. And just like the other dude, Larry Saunders or Summers, whatever his name is, that motherfucker then came out and then removed himself from whatever the public shit that he was doing. So it's definitely had some effects, and it had effects on that dude, Prince Charles, whatever his name is, this Larry Summers fool, and it's going to have a bunch on these rest of these fools. It's time to get rid of these wealthy scumbags. They have to go. They have to get the fuck up out of here, and they belong in prison. And that's what prison should have been built for, is wealthy class scumbags. And it's just simple as that. I don't have no sympathy for them. I think prisons should be filled with them. They're the ones who have created the things that are deemed as crimes in this country. Whether you look at the treatment of women, wealthy people have been always doing that shit to women on the job and just in society. And it begin privileged to skirt away from prosecutions and the heavy hands of justice and shit. They've been able to escape that shit, and then everybody else has to live under these guidelines that these fools have been able to escape. Same thing with drugs coming in this country. And then you get some old wealthy punk ass clown sits in political position that fakes as if they are trying to eliminate and remove these things out of the country when they're the ones who brought this shit into this motherfucker. And they're constantly bringing it in. Then they fake and act like they got these issues with immigration, all that shit. They're the ones bringing all these motherfuckers over here. How are these people knowing to come here all at once? How are they all knowing to come from whatever country? And then jobs lined up for them in certain sectors. The fuck out of here. How Indians finding out to leave way from fucking India to come over here to drive trucks. Because some American politician over there working some deal who family got ventures over in these countries say, yeah, you help me out here, I'll help you out over there. And that's what the fuck is going on. And then you get the other dumbasses who want to fake like they have issues with immigration and point and have their little retarded ass fucking focus in the wrong damn places. How the fuck are these people figuring out? Because they ain't just people coming down from Mexicans, which they done turned you dumb motherfuckers against. You get people coming from far and wide where a road can't even reach them over here. How the fuck are they getting over here by mass numbers? They showing the fuck ain't coming on slave ships. They're coming by airplanes with tickets and with locations on where you're going to live and then where you go to work. And then when some old punk ass motherfucker come in here like Trump and decides he wants to take all of it down when he's part of that shit, then people act as if these people just came over. Yeah, fucking right. Because I remember when I worked at that damn printing company that I talk about multiple times in here, when I went in there, and this is the thing that tripped me out, and this is before when Bush was leaving, they start kind of trying to regulate about trying to be on. That was like before Trump started American First, Bush and them started that because Bush started fucking the economy up and realizing that fucking jobs are about to start leaving here and people are going to have issues, which is a common thing amongst, how some whites in society love to blame everybody, whether they come back from war and they see blacks all the jobs, blow up their towns and blame them. Come back from other wars, the immigrants, they can't go get a job because they want to work a job. It's the immigrants taking our jobs and all that other shit. But when I was working at that one company, that R&R Donnelly company, when I went in there, that place was full of motherfuckers who couldn't speak English. And he wondered how to get these jobs because all throughout damn California is full of these damn temp agencies. What the fuck is a temp agency about? Give a motherfucker the full employment. Temp agencies just getting work, because they're the ones lined up with some old wealthy ass politician whose family, just like Trump family over in Saudi Arabia and all these other places and shit, filling up their damn pockets and saying, man, we're gonna work a deal over in America. Yeah, let's twist this law, get these people over here, act like they're asylum seekers and woo woo, get them little visas and this and that, get them the jobs and fuck giving it to Americans. We ain't gotta pay these immigrants no medical, no vacation. They're gonna want to work their ass off. They'll send this money back over to their little village, take care of the rest of the family, all this other shit. They'll pay for hoes on Figueroa. That's why hoeing is legalized. Because the immigrants, a bunch of dudes over here, they're gonna need something to fuck. Let them pay for pussy. Come on, homie. Fuckers. These fools ain't that goddamn intelligent. They ain't that damn intelligent. I figured that shit out. And then Velocity Cuss says, number 47 says, straight thugging in the White House says, without a do-rag, says, calling chicks piggy, shaking my head. Right. Hear that, motherfucker? Velocity Cuss says, George Bush and Nixon says, well, pieces of shit says, but 47 make them look like Boy Scouts, for real. That's some real shit right there. I know Boxer says, California has taken 20,000 CDLs from people who weren't supposed to have them. Absolutely. The California ain't the only one that need to stop that shit. And he says, since California took all those CDLs from immigrants, no, they need to take licenses too. Fuck the CDL. They need to take the driver's license. I remember it was one year. This is when I worked at the Rouse Food for Less. I was going to buy cause one of the OG cats. Who worked up there. He used to have a park he used to hustle in, and he was hustling in where's this park at? This park was on the end out there near where Long Beach and Downey. Is that Downey? I think Long Beach and Downey or Lakewood, somewhere where Long Beach and one of these other cities is Downey or Lakewood, where they kind of connect. And I go over to the park where he out there, he'd be hustling out DVDs and shit. And I'm going to buy what's it DVD? I'm buying DVDs from him and shit. Because it's where he didn't have them at work that day, but he's up in the park. When I'm looking for him in the park, was all type of hustling going on. And what I seen was a lot of the Mexican cats, like the new, like they call Pisces, in that park, slanging the fake IDs and shit, faking the slanging the social security numbers, all that shit. That they walk into some old piece of shit ass damn corporation that makes everybody else show all this resume shit, all this other documentation. These people can walk in here with fake ass documentation that this company ain't gonna do no background check on, just want to hire these people. Because now all of a sudden this employee you didn't hire, he doing all this old fake ass qualification shit, but you ain't gonna pay him no sick time, you ain't paying him no medical, you ain't paying him nothing. He barely can get a damn break. He ain't got to stick to the damn California state laws about 30-minute breaks and 10-minute breaks. You're gonna try to work this motherfucker all the way through. That's how bullshit these corporations are. And these corporations can do, and these wealthy people can do all this sick shit because they're below prostitute, low-level motherfucker in this country who can't think, turns a blind eye when they doing that shit, but whole criticism of people at the same level of them are those climbing above them who they want to pull down away from shit. That's why I love saying how stupid motherfuckers is. But folks, let me take a break. We'll be back on the backup channel in like 30 minutes to do the music live stream. I'll catch you on the next one, man. And we waiting for that mega platinum tape, the drop called the Epstein files, goddamn it. And fuck this old goddamn blowjob Betty ass motherfucker Donna, let me call him Donna J for juicy or jawbone. Donald J. That's why daddy put the J in his name. Jawbone. Donna Jawbone Trump. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.